Hey guys, welcome to Only in Japan. I'm Luca Nikora, the host of this episode again. Today we'll be talking about traveling, and I wanted to invite my really good friend Daniel Jordan to be the guide slash co-host of this episode because he's the person who taught me how to get around Japan when I first moved here, and here he is.
Hi. Hello there, my name is Daniel Jordan. He calls me DJ. And sometimes, if you want to find me on social media, you can just say, "Hey Danjo," and I'll come and chat with you a little bit. I've been living in Japan. We actually got here at the same time, but I had lived here 2 years previously, from 2015 to 2017. So I was able to figure out a little bit of my way around. So when he moved here, I was able to kind of show him the ropes a little bit.
And thanks for joining us for this video.
No problem. It should be pretty fun to kind of have a stroll around and explore some new parts of Osaka that I haven't seen yet.
Nice.
It's kind of one of those fun things that, at least in Osaka, really all around Japan, because the public transport and everything is so easy, it's kind of simple to pick out a day trip and just go somewhere and explore a new side of Japan that you haven't seen before. So today we're going to explore the 1970s World Expo. It's like where they had the World's Fair in 1970, and there's some different sculptures and art exhibits and some stuff there that should be pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's really exciting, and check this out. Woo! We're out of pancakes.
How dare they?
What are we gonna do?
We're at Osaka-ko train station right now. We're gonna be headed to the site of the 1970s World Expo.
Putting on my Wi-Fi egg first.
There's a lot of pocket Wi-Fi options in Japan. Some train stations have Wi-Fi at the stations that you would have to sign into. Usually you just have to sign in with your email address or something like that. So one thing that's cool about this thing is that it shows you all the different spots where you would want to go on this train line. And if we wanted to go to, I don't know, wherever, somewhere else down the line like here, it would tell us exactly how much the ticket is. I think it's pretty cheap to get around. And this is even more expensive because the JR lines are a bit cheaper. The JR line is like the national train line that kind of goes across the whole country.
In Japan, the use of prepaid rechargeable cards or IC cards are widely used. In the greater Osaka region, mainly the ICOCA card is used. Other regions have their own IC card. Each of these cards can be used throughout Japan to pay for public transportations, at vending machines, shops, and restaurants. You can charge them at convenience stores or at any train stations.
Just put it in. So like the amount right away, you don't even have to do anything. It shows the value here. I have 617 yen, which is about $6.17, more or less. I'll just put 2,000, which is about $20. Just put the bills here. Yeah. It's like the casino, you know?
Look at that.
Now I got the money.
Now, most train stations have their own chime. Basically, that sound tells you that their train is coming this way, and then there's a different train, or a different chime for the train that's going the other way. I don't know, I guess like foot rail?
In Japan, every train station has these yellow markings, which I forgot the word. Footbrail.
Footbrail, because there's a huge community of elderly and... I'll wait for the lady to stop talking.
So much to talk about.
Right? You gotta make sure we know every single thing. Anyways, the footbrail.
So yeah, they make sure that the blind, is that the right term? Can get around any station and around the city as well.
Yeah, because it's all over the sidewalks too.
I've seen this before somewhere else, but not to that extent, because here in Japan it's everywhere.
I don't know if there's a proper term for it, but we're gonna call it footbrail for right now.
Footbrail for now.
Yeah.
We'll find the official terminology later.
Insert official term here.
people really respect the when you're standing and not moving, you're on the right side.
Yeah.
And they leave the space for people that are in a hurry or that need to like run to the next thing.
It's also Osaka thing. Osaka people stand on the right side of the escalator, and then in Tokyo they stand on the left side.
No way.
Or in Kyoto, which is on the left side as well. It's one of those weird things that like Osaka's on the right, and then Kyoto and Tokyo are like on the left.
No,
I don't really know why.
I like to do things different here.
It's nice that there's plenty of decent signage.
Well, actually, it was really daunting for me at first when I moved to Japan, and I would see a lot of signs, a lot of color everywhere.
Really?
So at first, I got really like overwhelmed, and I was a bit like, where do I go? Where do I go? But I just had to like realize and first take a breath and calm down and realize there's always the Romanji spelling or the Western alphabet, I guess. So you can actually find the name of every station everywhere. So if you know where you're going, it's actually really easy to get around.
Women-only train cars.
Which I've been in by accident a couple times.
Sometimes that happens. I think they really only enforce it during certain times of day.
That's right.
So really during rush hours to give the ladies a place to be where they don't have to feel like they're surrounded by weirdos.
There's signs everywhere. Even if you get lost for a second, you'll always find your way.
How do you get around if you don't know where you're going though?
So I use Google Map. It's a pretty reliable source I found. It shows you the map, classic. But what's quite interesting is that they also tend to give you the crowdedness, other information, the platforms, and sometimes even which card to get on for an easier transfer, which is pretty cool. And every transfer takes usually 5 to 10 minutes, always enough time for you to get around and to change. All right. Now it's got to be out here, I guess.
I don't know where we went. Did we just go outside? We were too busy talking, we didn't notice that there was a sign. It's probably not the grocery store though.
Google Maps is pretty useful here in Japan, and then what's quite incredible is that the trains are always on time. That's what I love in Japan, is that they just like keep some funky looking structures at times, which feels like you're traveling in time. There's like plenty of really old looking high schools, and I don't know what this is, but it looks really cool. How is it? It's delicious, but there's no cream inside. Maybe it's a bit of butter.
Did they mean butter?
Maybe that's what they meant. Sweet bun with cream. False advertisement. So every train station has bathrooms available. They're clean and free. And what's pretty cool is that a lot of the urinals have a little ledge, so you can like hang your umbrella and put your bag so you don't put them on the floor.
So hygienic. Look at that.
It's just like Japanese pragmatism. It's just simple design.
Just gonna put that right there.
Oh no, we're on the wrong side.
Oh no,
We're on the wrong
we
side.
did the wrong thing. Let's look at that thing over there.
Oh my god, it's huge.
So this was made for the 1970s World's Fair. And I don't really know a whole lot about it. I know that there's some big structures that have like weird faces and stuff and some kind of like art exhibits. I'm the best host ever.
But we'll just have some B-roll and have a voiceover of explaining what this park is about.
That's probably gonna be smarter.
Well, you can keep on improvising about it if you want.
Expo City. It's a city of exponential art.
What?
I don't know.
Exponential art.
You wanna ride the choo-choo train?
No, that's a little bit too much of a thrill for me.
Nothing says English like a weird little animal park.
It's so expositional.
Expositional art. Go check out the robots.
What's the difference between Transformers and Gundam?
I mean, Transformers were like cars and stuff that turned into big robots. Gundam is like,
Big robots that turn into cars?
kind of. No, Luca, it says don't enter.
I didn't see the sign.
Ah, here lies Luca, murdered by giant robots.
That's what happens.
Yeah, when you don't read
Don't
signs.
read the sign. Something I wasn't aware, but it's not just an open park. You have to pay to get in. But the tickets are only $2.60 for adults, so it's actually really cheap.
Tower of the Sun.
Tower of the Sun. Welcome to Expo Park. The face on its belly represents the Hunger Games of humanity. I wonder if the eyes are like lights.
They actually follow you.
They follow you.
No matter where you are in the park, you can see them.
You can see and they can see you.
There it is.
You can go home now.
Okay, we're done.
What's really useful in Japan is that you will find vending machines everywhere. This one is a little bit more old school. Some of them have a way to pay even with your Ikoka card. It gets really hot in the summer, and so it's just great that you can find sports drink, water, all kinds of drinks everywhere, even on train station platforms. And all of them usually have the trash next to them for the bottles as well.
And that's usually the only real place where you're going to find trash cans in Japan is next to vending machines. There's not really like rubbish bins out in the world.
I heard it's because there were some kind of terrorist attacks a while ago.
Oh, really?
Where people dropped bombs in trash cans.
I mean,
and
that
then
would
they
make
got rid of
sense.
them. It's the Eye of Sauron. Is it normal that I'm starting to hear a voice in my head?
Oh, have you not? As soon as I saw that thing, I was chanting in my mind. Oh, I don't know who's chanting, but I am the tower.
So at every train station you'll find lockers, which is great when you travel around and you don't want to be carrying your bag all day, so you just leave it at the train station. And here they even have them at the entrance of the park. So if you had your suitcase because you're on your way to the airport, because it's on the line over here, you can leave your suitcase, walk around, enjoy the view without having to sweat all day. God. It's the purge starting.
In this park?
Well, that's what you signed when you bought the tickets.
Yep. You said it was part of the Hunger Games.
It is.
That's the announcement of it.
So I'm not exactly sure what the announcement was, but maybe the park is closing soon.
I think that's, yeah, I think that we waited too long to come here.
In Switzerland, a bunch of kids robbed a jewelry store, and then they tried to escape on these little paddle boats through the lake to get to France.
They didn't get there.
Did you get the getaway car? No, I got something better. Paddle boats. God, why did we do this? In another swan boat.
Yeah. Cups in another swan boat.
Swan boat with a siren on top.
Some of them are not really getting where the sun is, though.
Yeah, these are interesting.
It's over there, guys. I don't think I've ever looked at a sunflower that...
These aren't even sunflowers, because sunflowers have like a dark center, don't they?
That's true.
I don't know what kind of flowers these are. Maybe they're in the sunflower family.
Yeah.
I'm not a flower doctor. I don't know.
They're not even flowers.
They're not even flowers. Those are fake.
Tramp stamp.
Yeah. So the sun tower has a tramp stamp. Check it out. The sun tower knows how to break it down.
The statue just showing up at some
Business meeting. What is happening here?
It's like the statue.
Oh, it's a snake eating the statue.
Oh, shark snake eating. Oh yeah.
No, because it's just the snake
yeah.
eating the statue, and then it has
The
like the
arms.
weird like arms of the.
I feel like that was probably the map back then.
Yeah.
Really the difference.
That's the 1970s map.
Well, usually in the summer they take the hot drinks out and just leave the cold ones. But here they're all like blue signs. That's because they're cold drinks. But usually in the winter they'll have at least one row of red signing, and they're all like hot drinks, like hot tea and coffee.
Being able to have a hot drink from a vending machine is so nice.
Yeah.
Especially in the mornings when you're like on your way to work, you're hopping onto the train. There's usually some vending machines at every train station. It's so nice to be able to just like, okay, toss in a coin, grab a hot coffee, and you're on your way.
So this bird sound is to indicate people that there are stairs. So it's really helpful for people that have trouble seeing, but also if you're just looking at your phone or distracted and you hear the bird sounds, like, oh, stairs.
So from what it says on the sign, the next train should be at 4:51.
It says the same on Google Maps.
Yeah, Google Maps also says the same thing. And what time is it right now?
Now it's 49.
49. So let's line up. And we've even got some helpful lines to allow people to queue up for the train.
In big train stations where there are multiple trains stopping, there's even different lines with little signage that's going to tell you what train is going to stop. So everyone is waiting in line, but not everyone is waiting for the same train.
People pretty much stick to these lines. It's not like you're gonna have a bunch of people crowding around the door. You queue up where you're supposed to queue up. Oh, the train just arrived. What time is it, Luca?
It is 4:51.
Every time. Like to the minute, it's always on time.
Alright guys, well thanks for watching.
Hope you guys enjoyed this little quick adventure.
So where can the audience see your stuff?
Well, if you say Hey Danjo on any social media, I'm on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and put down in the comment section what you'd like to see that's only in Japan.
Cool.
See ya! Bye! Don't forget to like and like.
Lipe! You said lipe again. Why would you do that?
I don't know. Well, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I just can't speak anymore.
Words are hard. It's okay.